Let's get this show on the road. Hello everyone, I am Lewis, you are watching Lost in Travel and welcome back to my adventure along the Pacific Coast Highway, from Los Angeles all the way to Seattle. In this episode, the road trip is officially underway. Previously on Lost in Travel. So far, we touched down in one of the West Coast's most glamorous cities, Los Angeles, where there were endless sights to see and thrills to chase. I mushed on delicious food, spotted glitzy celebrities and fully immersed myself in the high life of the City of Angels, until that immense fog suddenly rolled in.
So guys, Santa Monica here, not what I was expecting.
Now we pick things up the following morning in a misty Santa Barbara.
So guys, welcome on here. We are officially doing the Pacific West Highway and we're here at location number 1. After leaving LA, we have now arrived here in Santa Barbara and wow, what a difference this is to Los Angeles. Last night we had a little walk down to a bar and we got to see downtown Santa Barbara and I am thoroughly impressed with this place. The Spanish architecture is surrounding us right now. Like, this is so different. It's so quiet as well, and the mood here, obviously you saw the end of the last part, and if you haven't, please go check it out. We were not expecting to have this sort of weather this early on in the trip. We were expecting to get further up, get to Oregon, get to Washington, and then maybe we might get a bit of dampness, a bit of a mood in the atmosphere. But this is iconic and I can't wait to go and get some photos of Santa Barbara surrounded by the fog.
Here at the start of something new, we feel the expectation, a new day waiting. Sky full of light breaking through, we feel our hearts exploding, our story unfolding.
Come to California, they said. It will be nice and summery all year long, they said. What the hell is going on to Santa Barbara, guys? So we're starting off our time here at Santa Barbara down at the Steams Wharf, and this place looks so eerie with the fog. Like, you can barely see anything that is coming on this boardwalk, but this is now my first ever time properly seeing the Pacific Ocean. I'm so happy to finally be able to tick off one of the other largest ocean here in the world that we call home. But I can barely see it. I can barely see anything right now. Just a few crows, a few lights. I bet it's going to look amazing in good weather. But you know, as a photographer, I can't lie, I do like it when conditions get to this. I wish it clear up a little so I can maybe fly the drone and get some aerial shots and this and that, but I can't complain. This is looking so incredible and probably a very rare sight in a place like Santa Barbara. So we have just spotted our first marine life here in California. There was a few harbour seals just swimming around in the water. Unfortunately, I was able to pull the camera out, capture some footage for this vlog of them, and then they went under the water and I've not seen them since. But me and my dad are looking out for them, trying to find them in amongst the fog. And it's hard enough to even find my mum who's off in the distance. I'm not going to be able to find these harbour seals. I'll keep my eyes out, keep my eyes peeled. I know that they're very common in this part of the world, along with sea lions, elephant seals, all that jazz, and hopefully we'll be able to see some more later on. You never know, maybe I might just be one popping out here, you know, knows I'm vlogging, knows I want to capture it for the content. Come on, CO. Nah, nothing. So we've now walked to the end of Stearns Wharf. Yeah, I called it Steams Wharf at first, it's actually Stearns Wharf. And that's a review, or lack thereof.
I've been holding on to every word you say. Bells they're ringing, when look in your eyes I'll stay. Standing, waiting, something I've never done. Something I've never done.
I'm really appreciating the little things here in Santa Barbara. Some of the things I like the most about being here is all of the independent stores and shops that are around. There's so many of them and they've got such a cool vibe. I really wish I had longer here to go and experience some of them, but they're just really cool to get photos of and this and that. And then also, I really like the font of the street signs here. It's just very unique and very different. It kind of reminds me of when I was in Paris and they had that like gothic style for the metro signs. It kind of reminds me of that. It's definitely its own style, and I like it when cities do that. It just was different to each other city I'm probably going to be visiting on this trip, and that will mean that this place will be remembered for its own personality. What's that sign doing here? What does it say? Oh yeah. Alright, so we're now just walking down downtown Santa Barbara, and I'm going to say the vibes are immaculate here. Like, look at this. It's even on like a moody, depressing day, it still feels so relaxing to walk past all the palm trees. By the way, I've realised I've got a fascination with palm trees. Each place I go, I always end up with a new fascination. Asia, it was lanterns, and here, palm trees. I just love them. I've been taking so many photos of them and feeling all of the vibes. So I have absolutely been blown away with how beautiful and picturesque Santa Barbara is here. Look at these tiled steps. Like, everything here doesn't feel that traditional American way. It feels like it's got such a cultural vibe here. I know I've used the word vibe a lot, I just love that word. I also just want to let you know that Santa Barbara and this whole coastline is classed as the American Riviera here in the United States, and I can completely see why. This is definitely giving me flashbacks to being at the bottom of France. One surprising fact about Santa Barbara is that this city is apparently a smoke-free city. There's a lot of signs saying that this is a smoke-free city, no one can smoke in a public spot. We did see someone do it last night, but look, there's actually a sign right there. City of Santa Barbara, smoke-free city. But I did see one person smoke last night, just out on the street as we were walking to the bar. But actually, considering like what LA looked like, and I loved LA, I actually really enjoyed it, but this place is remarkably clean, like so clean, very nice to walk down, very chill. Yeah, really liking it here. The sun's finally came out as we're starting to leave Santa Barbara.
Once a stranger and now a friend. I only know the miles and the chances. I always wondered where the sunset ends. California, California. You're so far from Memphis, but I still love your kiss. I never will tell you goodbye.
So we have now arrived in our first stop outside of Santa Barbara, about an hour and a half out as we go up the Pacific West Highway. By the way, the view is outstanding. The fog did return, but then it quickly disappeared, and we got to see just the valley and the vineyards that run through this lovely landscape. And now we are here at the Oceano sand dunes, and I don't think I've ever seen a sand dunes before, so I am really excited to be here. Also, that over the distance, it feels like I'm out of the Wild West right now, not California. Might be my first time seeing a proper American RV. I didn't realise how huge they are. I used to be a big Ben 10 fan back in the day, and this is what the rust bucket would have been the size of. Wowzers. Okay. America do everything larger than we do back home. So these sand dunes, they go on for miles here. Basically, this whole stretch of the Pacific West Highway has the sand dunes at the Pacific coast. But we have came out to this section, which is the non-recreational vehicle area of the park, because there is, I think if you go further on west, there is an area where you can get taken out on like dune buggies, and you can go sand surfing and this and that, which does sound pretty epic, but I really want to just immerse myself in this desert-like feeling. Like, it feels like I should be somewhere in, I don't know, the Middle East, not California, so this is incredible. Okay, now time to walk up the sand dune. Feet are sinking.
Pastels of the green
to show you how to run down it. Whoa! Okay, that was probably quite dangerous. If I drop my camera in the sand, you know what that does, but this is epic. This is my very first ever sand dunes, and it's definitely not going to be my last. Thinking about tomorrow, sitting sweet home Alabama, oh summer long. Sitting sweet home Alabama, oh summer long. So we are now in the hunt for food, and we have arrived at Pismo Beach. This place looks like a proper Californian paradise. People are surfing, enjoying the waves, pelicans are flying overhead, and it is also the clam capital of the world here. I'm not a seafood eater, but maybe that means that they are going to be awesome. But let's go find something that I would eat. So guys, look at the clams here. They've got a very unique pattern to them. I don't know if my camera's making it out or not, but wow. Well, that isn't terrifying in the slightest. Also, you guys are not going to believe me because I do not have any photographic proof of it. I was just finishing up the last talking head bit for this vlog, and the guy who was sitting on a bench overheard me and was like, there's also whales in the area, and pointed one out, and now I'll keep on spotting them. We spent actually about another 10 minutes at this spot just looking out and seeing humpback whales far in the distance. We're seeing the scoosh, and I think it's amazing. I've already seen 3 humpback whales in Iceland this year, and now I'm seeing some more today.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I never thought I'd be so happy.
Oh guys, I don't even think I can move anymore. I'm going to have to roll back to the car, and that's after eating 1 wrap. I've got another one to eat, but I've seen someone else take it in a takeaway box, so I think that's what I'm going to have to do. These American portions though, whew, I feel like I'm in Man vs. Food.
That you'd make me love California, and that's saying a lot, 'cause I hated it here before ya. I'll tell you, Marissa, I feel like you see me, and you haven't looked down
This is probably one of the most iconic spots here on the Pacific West Highway. Welcome on here to Morro Bay. This rock, yes guys, this is a rock, stands at over 570 feet tall. Like, what the hell? What I love even more are the sea otters that are currently just playing and having a nice little dip in the water right behind me. I don't think I've ever seen sea otters with my very own eyes, so there they are, and oh, they're so fluffy. I wish like the water was probably not going to be cold and that they would actually like me and I can boop, jump in and hang out with them. Oh, they're so cuddly. And they also probably would rip me to shreds. So let's not do that. Let's just appreciate what we've got here before the sun comes down on another day here in California. Also, here at Morro Bay, there's so many vintage cars parked up here, and I am a sucker for a vintage car, especially with this road trip. Imagine if these were the cars that we were riding up the Pacific West Highway in and arriving at destinations such as Morro Bay right here. Which actually brings me to, I have not shown you what vehicle we are doing the Pacific West Highway in. Take a look at this. I'm just surfing those waves, dude. Those Californian waves. Oh my god, guys. This is the proper Californian vibes. I've been saying that a lot in this video that I was expecting from this road trip. Look at all the people surfing. I wish I had the talent to do that. I don't. I've got the talent to take photos of people surfing. So I'm going to stand here and just take it all in. Now, like, I was expecting these sort of views, but I wasn't expecting I was going to get these sort of views. so early on. This is only the official part 1 of the road trip of this America series, and I've already seen sea otters, humpback whales, pelicans, amazing beaches and waves, and of course a massive humongous rock. And there's still one more thing to see today, so let's take you on there. And here we are at the elephant seal Vista Point. We were actually chasing the sunlight to still be able to see these ferocious creatures, and wow, we managed to catch them as the sun comes down, and what a sight this is. Did you know that elephant seals can weigh over 5,000 pounds? They can stand at 16 feet tall. I'm really loving just watching them just bob about. Like, there's a lot of them hugging, but there's other ones that are trying to fight, show their dominance, and they're also really noisy. They're making lots of fart sounds. But wow, what a day today has been, and you can't get any more epic than the sunset as well. Anyways, this should be the point that we start to head on to the Big Sur, which is the most iconic road as part of this Pacific West Highway road trip. However, I unfortunately have some bad news. Did you honestly think I was going to come all this way and not see the Big Sur? Yes, even though they've got one half of the road blocked off, you can still come from the north down to the south. They've just got a section that is closed, so I managed to see views like this, and oh my god, we've literally just entered the Big Sur and it's already this breathtaking. Let me show you why I've literally came to do this road trip specifically because of this stretch right here. We have done our first stop off here in the Pfeiffer State Park, which is attached to Big Sur, and this is only our second day on the road trip, and the landscape is looking completely different to when we began 24 hours ago. I've been loving the Big Sur so far, and I'm so excited that we're now out of the car and we're now going to get to see one of my dream spots on this road. Let's take you to McWay Falls. So at this stop, we just have to pay $10 to park the car, but I just want to let you know that you can use that fee for the entire day at any of the other state parks in the area. So, you know, you can actually get your money's worth out of that. Guys, these bins are made like that because they're bear proof. Oh my god, we're in bear territory. Wow, a bit of history on the area here. I'll let you read it. I think that might be my first time ever seeing some Native American history in their homeland. That's actually pretty cool. So guys, we're here at McWay Falls, and this is one of the most remarkable spots here on the Big Sur. You don't even see the waterfall as you're coming up the trail here, and then bam, just as a waterfall, just cascaded right out of the rock edges there. And this beach is a sight to behold. It honestly looks like a tropical paradise. I think it also helps because the beach is secluded. There's not a possible way to get down there, so this overlook is the only way to see McWay Falls, and honestly, I could stand here for hours and just take in the sights and listen to the waves.
Take a breath, fill our lungs, been an awful season, but here we are, you and I. Overlooked, overcast, we all got our secrets, let them out one last time.
So I just forgot to mention that the trail from the car park to McWay Falls is only like, what, not even 10 minutes. So anyone can do it, and everyone should do it. And it looks like there is also some other walks that you can do from this car park. So today we have travelled from Monterey all the way down to here, which is where we are right now. The area that is closed off is the south, so from Cambria up to maybe I think about Lucia, that's the bit that's closed off for the bridge getting repaired. and it's still, of course, in repair, even though the estimated time was to be about around now. But hey, it means it's got a lot more work to do. So this is where we are right now, and here is the coastline. So guys, welcome on here to probably the most famous bridge in California. This is Bixby Creek Bridge, or what's left of it. Literally an hour and a half ago when we drove down to McWay Falls, this was actually clear, completely clear, and now, an hour and a half later, the fogs came in. I was going to say it's quite gutting, but I learned my lesson with a bit of patience in Iceland when this happened to me at the Foss waterfall. You just have to wait a little bit and then it starts to clear up, and that is exactly what's happening. I am definitely going to see this in all of its glory. Just have to wait a bit longer. So as we're stopped at the traffic lights here, about to leave Big Sur, yes, being patient doesn't always work. The Bixby Creek Bridge was still covered in fog by the time we left. It started to clear a little bit, and then I started to get my drone and stuff out, and then lo and behold, another layer of fog came in. But that is, I guess, the joys of the decreasing of temperatures as we move more into the autumn season, mixed in with the, of course, the har from the water. All those reasons are why you get fog. So it was very dramatic, and also there was this guy driving his Lamborghini around, and I helped him get a few shots over the bridge. So he was coming out of the fog like some mysterious guy. So I guess it was all worth it in the end. But anyway, we're now going to start heading out to Big Sur and on our way to San Francisco.
Waking up to the wonder, a wild world awaits. Feel the dream getting closer, and we're running unafraid. Never gonna slow down, it's time. Pick up the pace, roll the dice. Only got one life, we're on our way. We're on our way. This feeling we're chasing, we're never gonna let it go. 'Cause life's for the taking. Come on, let's go. Gotta live in the moment and reach for the golden sun. 'Cause life's what we make it. Come on, let's go.
So we're still about 35 minutes away from San Francisco. We've done a lot of driving since we've left the Big Sur, but oh boy, I can't complain. The views have been nothing short of spectacular. See the coastline, honestly, I look at one side and all I see is all this rugged coastline with amazing waves, beautiful beaches, and then on the other side I've got all of these running valleys. I've also seen so many pumpkin patches since we've reached this region of California. I have noticed that California, and probably all of America in general, are really big on like fall and Halloween. This is only the very beginning of October and we've already seen so many Halloween decorations. They go large here, you know, go large or go home. But the sun is beginning to set on another day here on the Cali west coast, and honestly it's been incredible. We stopped off at the Monterey State Beach to take it all in, put the drone up, got to see those spectacular waves, all the people surfing once again, and honestly it's been such a joy, and I cannot wait to reach San Francisco and see another Californian city. I almost fell there. And welcome on here, guys, to San Francisco. We have made it to our second city here on the road trip. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been a pleasure. What a video this has been. We have done so much, and so much spectacular things that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. California, you have been a treat. We're now here in San Francisco. You will know what's coming up. The next vlog we will explore this incredible city, and I have already seen the Golden Gate Bridge from my hotel window. It is dark, I saw the flashing lights. I'm now really excited to go out and properly see it and properly explore what this place has to offer. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to all those great things, and I will see you all with the San Francisco vlog next time. Alright, catch us all next time, guys. Peace out. Bye.
Why can't we
Be friends. If it's so much easier before we got our feelings hurt, and I can't pretend that it's easy. Why